All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, let's go. 19.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The second down run for Abdullah. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off the play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So here come the Lions now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a play fake here on first down. A dump off for Abdullah. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Called out a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. The New York set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get them a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
56. Gone, 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 gone.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now again, this is Abdullah. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off play action. Murray. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Let's go, fellas. Got 4 down. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Boom.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All right, super team.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking that time for Stills.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Sponge, sponge, sponge. Go, go, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's strong running. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake. Murray. Ebron caught left side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
14.
On 1st down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're all looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. Murray. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun. Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, This lead is very, very slim. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll set them back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll go on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Off the play fake. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
14, run it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There's the flash of Abdullah, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey's 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Ground game here with a tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to look deep down the field, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Jets on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Lucky 56. Gun.
Operating from the gun. Murray. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go work. Let's go to work.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he finds Stills. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, folks.
On 1st and 10, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 50, check 50.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run it with Abdullah. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Flushed out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
On the run, Abdullah. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a